We already did a part 1 to this on the channel. Let's try to do a part 2, okay? What opinion about content creation will have you like this? I'll start streaming podcast era has made creators lazy. I'm not going to elaborate on that in this video. But I do want to read the comments. If you haven't seen part 1, go see part 1. Okay. A lot of streamers are just digitally panhandling, and I'm tired of them acting like they aren't. I will say this, chat. I think some of the nastiest streams I've ever done, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt like disgusting afterwards, bro. The whole claw streams, it just made me feel some type of way after doing those streams. I was really waiting for. Can I get 6 gifted subs? Can I get 5 gifted? That's why I cooled off, man. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate all the donations, and they were fun streams as well. But continuously doing that, bro, making that be my thing, I couldn't. A lot of streamers are just digitally panhandling, and I'm tired of them acting like they aren't. I will say, this is a problem on TikTok. Really, really big problem on TikTok. I don't know if y'all know what's going on with Jason Nash and the David Dobrik situation, bro. But essentially, he had a $20 million plus deal lined up to do a podcast with David Dobrik, signed by Spotify. David Dobrik decided to go solo. And Jason Nash's whole career essentially depended on David Dobrik. And that shit was cut off. So what he's been doing recently, chat, is going on TikTok Live and doing these donation battles between other streamers. And that's what he does, full time right now. He could probably go on TikTok right now, go on his TikTok account, and he's battling someone. You know what I'm saying? That is a genuine problem on TikTok. The fuck is a donation battle? It's exactly what it sounds like. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see if I can pull it up, bro. Right here. This is what it looks like, chat.
Messiah? Hold up.
There's essentially a timer, chat, and whoever side donates the most wins the round, I believe is how it works. I don't necessarily know how they come to terms as to when to stop the game, but as you can see, essentially game keeps going. They're live streaming, people are sending gifts, and whoever wins, whoever has the most points at the end of the round wins that round. And essentially this is all he does. So with this take, I agree. On Twitch streaming, though, the baddies do be waiting for them subs. On Twitch, the baddies do be waiting on them subs. But the Plaque Boy Maxes, the Kais, the high-level streamers, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat, there's a reason why people don't do sub goals anymore. As much as they used to. And it's because of the fact that they're not as lucrative when you take into account how much money people make on ads. I'ma spill the beans, chat. Rather have 40,000 viewers that consistently get ads in streams than 40,000 subs. But yeah, no, I agree with the take. Content creation is easier than people think. It isn't nearly as hard as people make it out to seem. Well, let's see what your channel looks like. Yeah, you can't say this. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you can't say that, gang. It's easier than people think. It isn't nearly as hard as people make it out to seem. I don't even think you have the proper knowledge to say that. Yeah, and I did just KD him. I did just KD him. I would like for him to elaborate more. Facts, but on the smaller side, it isn't nearly as tiring as people make it seem. I think the difference is creating content and being a full-time content creator are two different things. Anyone can make a TikTok in 5 minutes, right? Anyone can make a TikTok in 5 minutes or less. Anyone can make a YouTube video in an hour. But it's maintaining the systems and continuously doing this process over and over and over again that is hard, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally right now, chat, try to come up with 20 video ideas. Like, literally write it down. By that 10th idea, you get stuck. By that 10th idea, I swear to God, you get stuck. Now, imagine having a career that relies on you consistently making video ideas. Like, just try out that exercise, man. It also depends on what you're creating. People don't be creating shit, just repurposing. That too. So, it does depend on what you're doing. But it's just too big of a spectrum to just say, content creation is just easier than what people think. Starting out with a creator that you knew before they blew up will always hit different than watching them when they made it, but you still watch and are in support. Facts. Can't really... That's not necessarily a hot take, but yeah, saying you're on the ground floor or something is always nice to be able to say that. People creating for the algorithm instead of for the love and quality. Why we got so many copycats and so much boring content. Too much giving into already saturated demand than just vibes and entertaining content. Excuse me. What's the reply? Facts is a reflection on how literally almost everything is nowadays. I ultimately think it's just a case of the cat's out the bag, bro. There's a lot of money in content, bro. There's a lot of money in content. So I guess this is what happens when people know there's money in content, like good money in content, millions of dollars money in content. But creating for the algorithm, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, because ultimately I think creating for the algorithm allows you to reach the audience that you want to reach, in my opinion. You know, so if you have to sacrifice some of your creative freedom to reach the people that you want and do what you want for a living, I don't think that's bad. But also, everyone's algorithm is just way too different, bro. This whole idea, this idea that everyone has the same homepage is just so dumb to me, because I could go on your homepage, you can go on mine, you can go on 3 other people's homepages, and they're not gonna look the same. I'm sorry, bro. Reaction videos are better than the original video. Facts. This is honestly a crazy take. Depending on the YouTuber, it's not a bad take. It depends. It definitely depends on... Is there a case where the reaction video is better than the OG? I'm trying to think of it. And I'm talking about pulling up a YouTube video, reacting to it. Like, are there cases? All right, put it this way. Is, because I'm thinking of like good reactors, right? Zeus and B-Lou. When Zeus and B-Lou made their reaction videos, fine, they were funny. They can stand on their own. But is that video still better than watching, I don't know, like an actual Cardi B music video with all the time and effort put into that? I still don't think so. I don't know. I get it, you're adding value and all of these different things, but yes, y'all saying yes? Rage, sometimes Agent. Depends on the video. I guess y'all just like these men. Agent's reactions to tomorrow teachings was fun. What makes a reaction video better is so subjective. Okay, so put it this way. What was a better piece of content? Because we just watched essentially an Aubrey and Preach reaction video. What was a better piece of content? The Asmon Gold video in itself, or Aubrey and Preach's reactions? Me personally, I would say Aubrey and Preach. But I don't know. I think it yeah, I'm gonna say it depends. I'm gonna say it depends. But yeah, if you're just a top right corner, damn, bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah, no, you're a L reactor, and that video is not better than the original video. But if you're truly adding your own shit to it, And like I consistently go back to your video specifically because of shit that you did in your reaction, I feel like you can make a case. You can make a case. You can make a case. All right, let's see. Content creation requires more luck than hard work, but the harder you work, the more likely you are to have a video bang. Requires more luck than hard work, but the harder you work, the more likely you have a video bang. I disagree. I truly feel like, chat, if y'all knew what it took to have one of the, you know, one of the fastest growing YouTube channels, anyone can grow a channel to whatever lengths. It's just outside factors that play into it. Like, do you have the resources to pull off these videos? Do you have the knowledge to make the thumbnail that coincides with that video? Do you have the editing chops to edit that said video? But I feel like personally, like if you know what you're doing, you can grow. You can grow a lot. So I can't say it's more luck than hard work, but luck does play a factor. But even if luck does play a factor, I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. Luck plays a factor in a lot of things in life. So clip farming is the lowest, most degrading form of content creation next to OF. Lowest, most degrading form of content next to OF. Mukbangs are pretty bad. I don't know, bro. Mukbangs are pretty bad. Degrading, though, I want to say mukbangs are degrading. Next to OF, I can name some more. I can name some more than clip farming. That's disrespectful to OF creators. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of crazy podcasts out there, bro. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, clip farming isn't even a type of content. Is it a type of? It's just something that you do within the content. I don't think it's a type of content though. Content creation has turned into a big circle jerk to where, what's up with y'all on circle jerks today? To where if you don't have an end to the content world, then you won't get as much attention. Basically saying you won't be big without knowing someone who's already big at this point. Completely disagree, especially on YouTube. Now on Twitch, a little bit more credence there. Especially if you're trying to reach, like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think Kai becomes Kai without collaborations. Obviously because of AMP and all that thing and all of those things, but Kai cannot be Kai without these collaborations. I think the closest thing to a single solo guy like really blowing up in the streaming world by himself would be Queso. Would I be wrong on that? I feel like it'd be Queso. Because I feel like Queso legitimately just plays a bunch of fucking games, got a lot of really funny-ass clips, and everything just took off from there. I don't necessarily think he relied on collaborations. But YouTube, nah. Not gonna be able to do it. There's so many different things you can do on YouTube that doesn't rely on knowing the right dude. Content creators be so worried about getting canceled to the point where they don't actually give honest opinions on most topics. It depends on the creator. But that's definitely a thing. Content creators will inevitably decline during their careers. Their peaks will always be within the first few years of their careers. However, once they become rich and successful, the inspiration will fade and they'll become lazy. Once you have a loyal audience, you can do the bare minimum and still succeed. I think this goes with anything in the entertainment industry, though. In my opinion, this isn't necessarily a content thing, but there are a lot of parallels between being a content creator and like being an actor. I feel like being a musician, being an artist, and these things. So, yeah, there is gonna be a point where you peak, and there is gonna be a point where you need to realize that you fucking peaked. And at that point, you either reinvent yourself or just accept the fact that you peaked. So, content creators are overpaid, especially the degenerates. It's no way in society it's normal to have people who work harder jobs make less. Granted, with content comes more attention and eyes, but I think nurses and doctors and people who also put their life on the line should be making more. That's just a too all-encompassing statement, because I definitely don't make as much as a doctor, at least I think. But if I'm a bad example, like a lot of the content creators I know don't have salaries, don't make enough money, especially don't have the fucking benefits of doctors and nurses, don't have the stability of doctors and nurses. But even if we're talking about like Speed and Kai and like really big content creators, I guess you just don't believe celebrity should exist at that point. Which, if that's the hill you're going to stand on, then that's the hill you're going to stand on. But I don't think there's anything specific about content creators and celebrities. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this argument right here, like, celebrities have been making more than doctors for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Back in the day, Jennifer Aniston was probably making more than the doctor you have. So, I agree with Souls. A lot of my favorite YouTubers only stream now. W. Let's see. POV or a Bruce fanboy. What? Just because Illuminati is one of the YouTube legends, especially in our community, doesn't mean we should take what he says at face value. The motherfucker just be talking without researching, and for a man that is on a spiritual journey, at least educate yourself on shit before you speak. But then again, he knows who he is, and he knows his name holds value. I agree. Just because spiritual soul is spiritual soul doesn't mean you should just take everything that he says. Let's do a couple more, chat. Specifically, in this content creator space, creators can be held accountable for their titles and thumbnails if they don't accurately represent the video or the opinion of the creator. You can't get mad at people for not judging you on your true views if you don't accurately portray them. I agree with that, bro. I think one of the weakest excuses that content creators put is, bro, you didn't even watch the video. You just read the title and thumbnail and made so many assumptions. That's the whole point of the title and thumbnail, is to make assumptions about what the video is about. Like, I'm sorry, I understand, you know, there was more context in the video, you should have watched it, and all of these different things, but a headline is a headline. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, even in journalism, bro, I can't have the most objective ass article out there, but the headline is something crazy, and I'm just like, what? But did you read the article? Like, bro, like you said LeBron James did some crazy shit, but just because the article wasn't really about that, now it's on me. Like, goddamn, bro, goddamn. Making content streaming is one of the unhealthiest and dumbest things you can do as an average person. Not to say creative activity is making content for others is. It is one of the unhealthiest things you can do, as we saw with the Asman video. But lifestyle channels are dumb, since the audience is just making someone richer who just called them broke if he didn't agree with a comment you left. You're not a content creator if you can't make original. Isn't lifestyle channels like vlogging and shit? I feel like that's as much original content as you can get nowadays. I don't know. I can't stand streams like, shout to all y'all that sit on your ass and do stuff, but like for me, the content is just too slow and I don't feel entertained. Same kind of goes for podcasts. They're boring. Damn, L attention span. I feel it though. I feel it. If your attention span is that bad, then can't really blame you. Well, I could, but I can't. I didn't get the appeal of streams for the longest time, chat. I really didn't, because when you go on a stream, you're in the thick of it. Like, that was the one thing that really put me off in terms of keeping up with streamers, chat, is like when I click on this stream, I have to listen to shit as I'm like 2 hours 37 minutes in with all the context missing from what I just joined in. You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all go in chat and say, "Damn, I just got here. What the fuck did I miss?" You don't have that problem with YouTube videos. You don't have that problem with TikToks. You don't have that problem with tweets. You don't have that problem with movies. Sports, yes, but it's just the nature of being live. But even like sports, you're gonna see a bunch of highlights on social media and things like that. But that's why for a minute I just didn't get the idea of, because most of the time, chat, and this is what really like confused me about streaming. Not only that, but I told y'all, bro, a lot of the times I would go to a stream back in the day and motherfuckers wouldn't be doing shit. Like people wouldn't be doing entertaining shit. They would just be sitting on a game, barely speaking to the mic. Yo, W pass. Yo, that's crazy. Great pass. Oh, nice shot. 130 north. Not reading chat whatsoever. Monotone ass voice. And just running through fucking, I don't know, whatever game they're playing. Like, I didn't get the appeal for the longest. Now I do, but especially for people trying to get into streaming culture as a viewer, it is tough to get into. This is my first year watching streams. I watch like you, Tevin, and Omega occasionally. Then I got friends. W Touchgrasser. A grass touch. God damn. With that being said, though, W takes. Cardiac would definitely say they're L takes.